this tour is really for no reason other than the fact that we have a really great friendship as musicians and also as people. And it's something we've talked about for a long time. And as we've built up a sort of repertoire of music, it really made it easy to do this. I mean, we have so much music that we've shared in common over the years. And it's really, for me as a composer, been such a pleasure to write for Mike and also to hear him play my tunes, that this has been a real easy thing to put together. It's been very natural and really a lot of fun.
Well, we've done, Pat and I have known each other for years and have always felt that we have a chemistry, a natural chemistry. And inherent in that chemistry is a blend. With our sounds blend in many different ways. We connect in terms of sonority in a lot of areas. So when we play duet, it's always fun because it just feels like I'm home. It feels like I'm in a very comfortable place. And we have many different ways of doing it. And I like what we've been doing in these shows. The duets are a little different than usual and different than things we've done in the past. And it's been fun.
Music and my own playing over the years from the time that I first started is that it's gotten much denser and much busier. I mean, when I first came around, one of my primary aesthetic values was, in fact, space and silence. And a lot of that has to do with where I'm from, where I grew up, and it's kind of the way that I sort of viewed things aesthetically. My life since then has been very, very complex and very busy. I mean, I've spent, pretty much most of every year for the last 20-some years sort of absorbing the world. And that's kind of made me feel more natural to play a lot of stuff. But there's still that thing where I love just like it being very, 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 very simple. Like more simple, I think, than most people kind of have patience for. Michael is one of the musicians that has really made some amazing contributions to the way we think about harmony in a linear sense. And there are very few musicians that I know, maybe none, who have the degree of harmonic flexibility in this sort of linear way that he has. That combined with an unbelievable rhythmic sense that he has and an amazing sound, which are things that are hard for people who are not musicians to exactly quantify. And in fact, even some musicians miss it unless you happen to stand right next to somebody else and you can really get the feeling of their sound right from the instrument. Mike has so much power. He's such a reservoir of ideas and ways of getting from point A to point B in interesting and very logical ways. He's always been inspiring for me in that respect.
Oh boy, I can't say enough about it. I learn from Pat. He's got such a broad approach to musicality in general, and his presence as a musician really transcends the guitar. He's a fantastic guitarist in every sense of the word, and in both technically and in spiritual ways, emotional ways, certainly as a technician and sounds, but also, he's an extraordinary composer and an extraordinarily decisive musical thinker. He's, very articulate, both in terms of language and musical language, and there's very rarely a moment of indecision with Pat, and I love that, because I sit on the fence a lot, and Pat will just poke me right off, And we have a very good give and take relationship that we've had for years. We suggest things to each other, and I think it's a chance for both of us to, come away with, a really enriching experience. I know, at least speaking for myself, every time I've had a chance to work with Pat, I walk away, much richer, feeling much more enriched, and I walk away with new ideas, things to pursue. And that's happening again already, even this early in the tour. It's beginning to change the way I'm thinking of orchestration for the future. So it's really great. It's a great opportunity for me.